Okay, so let's see. We conquered Poundmaker earlier, and then are currently allied with him in his last, I guess now 2 cities, but was 1 earlier. How did it go from 61 down to 27? It's weird. We have 27 more turns of no great scientist points being generated, which sucks. We conquered Mongolia, and no one in the world gives a shit because he declared war on our ally, and we had grievances against him, I guess. So, Eleanor's happy with us, and Laurier is happy with us. King's happy with us. And Poundmaker likes us. So, I was originally going to go for Domination Victory, and I could sweep through with like my cavalry armies and take out a lot of these cities, maybe wait a tiny bit more. I could easily sweep through London. Really, the only real threat at this point is China, who's been doing really well all game. Though given how he literally had this entire area on his complete own to just expand to, I guess makes sense. So in theory, I could make a city there, but that's the only other city like I could make in this region. Don't know if that's worth it. So at this point, I think we're going to try to see some of the new endgame systems and go for a peaceful victory, like science probably. Which reminds me, well, if I go up there, I mean I get +1 from the. I bet this is probably better overall. That's the problem. Oh no, that's still from the rainforest. All these are an awkward thing, then. I might go for that, and try to place like a neighborhood there after putting like 2 more rainforests here or something. That might work. Yeah, let's get the bank done. I'm trying to re-familiarize myself with this. We have a neighborhood that we'll want to make. We have our city down here that really needs to get some of this stuff finished. We're about to get that at least. We also discovered a little flaw in our plan. So helicopters are no longer a no resource unit. They used to require 0 resources. Now they require an aluminum per turn, which is also what we require for things like jet fighters. So that is now a significant decision to make there. That's kind of awkward. Wait, mechanized infantry also require a resource? What? Aluminum, oil, no resource, I guess, technically. Oil, aluminum, nothing. Rocket really costs a resource. Does artillery cost a resource? Yeah, okay. There are no resource-less units, apparently, except for the anti-tank. Not even mechanized infantry. Even infantry require oil. What the heck? I mean, we have plenty of oil that we can excavate, I guess. That seems to be going against a fundamental idea that most of Civ has held, at least since I started playing in Civ 5 Brave New World, which I guess is just literally 1 cycle ago. This is the 3rd expansion. Why are there not resourceless units that aren't anti-tank, I guess? Because think about this, right? I mean, I guess their argument would be that this, you know, it's 80 strength, and this has 85 strength, plus this gets another base 10 versus that initially. So basically all the resource units are much better than the non-resource units, but maybe I'm just not used to the idea. Seems very weird to me. What do we want to do here? Not that. We want to even make a neighborhood anywhere? That's uninviting. Why is it uninviting? That's an interesting question. It's floodplains, maybe? I mean, do we really need... If it gets up to 13, fine, we can make like a theater square, but until then we don't really need anything else. So I think we probably might as well just make the bank. Okay. We wanted to get 3 musketmen, but it's... And also, by the way, I now possess, like, what, close to... Probably close to half the world, a good, like, 40% of the world. I only have 2 sources of niter. I mean, I have some more oil there, and oil there, and oil there. I didn't get more oil. But my niter resources are extremely limited. This seems very weird. And again, there's literally no niter source on the entire area of Genghis Khan. None. None. Like, what the heck? "22 turns till we build the Panama Canal, assuming no one beats us to it." Send our tank army on down, that's fine. Well, I guess machine guns might not require resources, so I guess that's your army. Machine guns and anti-tank is what you got if you don't have resources. And of course, by not attacking now, as if we were planning on attacking, we do have the other problem that our technological edge is diminishing, and the ability to like use battering rams in these walls will go away, obviously. So. Oh, one other thing we can do, though. We have 3 uses here. We have a battleship. Okay, so we now have a battleship armada, battleship armada, battleship armada. We have these caravels. Next sea level change is occurring in 19 turns. And then we have to figure out what's going to start getting flooded. 2 meters there. 2 meters there. So if you're looking for brutal combat and massive action or something, you're going to be kind of disappointed here, because right now the plan is to play peacefully as long as other people are willing to maintain alliances with us. If they stop maintaining alliances, then all bets are off. But
colonialism.
Interesting, that is at full loyalty. I guess the other cities aren't that. The dam prevented the rising floodwaters. You have 4 envoys. Let's try to check out the Cahokia Mounts if we can. Okay. So reserves are in there. We'll have, and we should, and once we get our diplomat Amani established, will be the suzerain of Kokio too. And we were looking for like production here. So this is one less production, but gives 30 gold and culture and stuff. So I think we're definitely going to go with that. I think we have the, yeah, it gives +2 for both. So we're helping grow them as well. Just hope that Canada doesn't betray us, obviously. I also don't have enough to buy the last field cannon army thing yet. We can only afford one more, no, we don't have enough coal. We need to get more coal mines. These just need to be rebuilt on their own. Yeah, 15 turns till that grows. Replaceable parts. I mean, if these are going to require the same resources, as modern armor or mechanized infantry, right? How would you make mechanized infantry then? It's weird. Should have done it the other way. Should have gone to there. That way I could have combined them all this turn. That was my screw up. We also wanted something that would make an encampment. Not sure this is really the good spot to do it. Let's take a look at the city list. Yeah, if I would... I'm not sure what I just did there. How do I sort it is the question. So that's 29, 16, 23, 37, that's a better one, right? 37, 41. That's a strong argument, so in 5 turns we can make... Once we finish the neighborhood, we can do it. 5 turns till that'll work. Where would we be building here? I don't even know. Okay, well, we're building that now. Let's go make a farm over there. So that does not count as a lake for the point of our wonder, which is unfortunate. I was hoping it would. Yeah, sure. Also, we need to get a spy up and running in our capital to defend it quickly. Let's just get a spy going there. Make a spy there too. Hey, check it out. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Manchester's already there, so we can't claim that
If
they
you can
took
walk
that or
away from a
anything.
land.
Dam was in place to prevent flooding. Cahokia Mounds. Oh, so it's not a wonder that that's what the actual thing is called. Okay. Provoca. So if I had other trade routes coming to this city, which I could, right? Because I could like put the Magnus there, then they'd get 2 food and 2 science for connecting to it. Which is good, but just not really impressed. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we need to get the bank up. We don't want to do a coal-powered plant. I guess we'll see what happens when we do this. Those are good tiles. We're not gonna have it. Enemy spy. Here's the thing. That means every single whoever spied on us is doing it from our alliance. And they just stole close to 250 gold a turn from me. So next turn, instead of going up to 1350, it's going to only go up by like 100. Which just honestly pisses me off. To find out who's doing this shit. We need to grow some of these other cities though. Alright, now you'll grow more. Casa de Contracción. Oh, mitigated. It's like, I thought I built a
Had I
dam.
been present at the creation, I would have given some useful...
We've got antiquity sites. I don't know, is there a way to see antiquity sites specifically or something? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should have like put a pin on each of these, frankly. we can at least look to them. I see that we can flash over there to see those if we have those pop up. I think that's most of them at least. Okay, where were we? Let's get a granary and a watt up. Got 2 more envoys, but I don't really have a spot where I want to send them in particular right now. Something like Jerusalem isn't terrible for more faith. And we are ending this in, like, what, 8 turns? 3 turns! So we're probably going to lose a lot of our bonuses here. That'll do. China's beginning a military assault on the Cree.
Radio is the...
Okay then. Oh, yeah, yes. I even forgot to watch the dam. The dam's over there, isn't it? That's the Okano River. This is the Yenchi River. So basically, if we're going to make a dam, we need it from over here. This just needs more production, period, from something. That should help them grow a bit, at least. Our poor horseman could have been hurt badly there. Cavalry Army, Cavalry Corps. So we have 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. 1 cavalry, 2 cavalry, 3 cavalry. Cavalry army. Here's our other cavalry corps. Cavalry core, that's what we got. Aluminum, I want to mark that. We're gonna call it A again, because why not? That is something we already... Okay, so we're already gathering from that. We'll be gathering from that as well. Okay. What do we want to research? Well, we're gonna need rocketry, for sure. We need several things here. So oil power plant is better. Hydroelectric dam seems much better. We need to own 3 privateers for that. Combined arms reveals uranium. Let's get rocketry up there. We'll also try to get some privateer stuff. What kind of ship tech do we have right now? Still of maritime industries only. We don't get, and until we get to international waters, we don't get a bonus to privateers. I guess, you know, at this point we probably could give up the 1 production per turn for something like for colonial taxes. That'd probably be better in a lot of cases. It's just for new cities that are getting off the ground. I don't know. 1 production is like 4 gold on every single thing, so it's better because it, like, bonus production applies to it, and it applies to districts which can't easily be bought. Alright, what are you gonna do? Spec ops don't cost anything, I guess, technically. Artillery does. If we wind up going to war, we're going to need that. Oil, we have 110 stockpiled. We're not really using much per turn. So if we're short on resources, I guess it's still a decent mix to use helicopters and rocket artillery. Takes 9 turns to make an artillery army, so we'll see how that goes. Let's make a trader here. Sure. $17 gold a turn, sure. Tech boosted satellites. Well, here's where it's time to make our encampment. Let's crank this up a bit. Four per turn. Okay, now everything we have should basically be an army. Cavalry army is Courser army, which we can't upgrade. Field cannon. Core still. And by field cannon core, I of course mean field cannon army. Tank army, battleship, fleet, so we need more there. Caravel, obviously. A bunch of battering rams. And of course, 1 little scout. we're getting more coal per turn. We're already doing the drill manuals for extra coal.
No innovation in the...
You know, I just realized something. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to finish this canal so we can get out. But unless the polar ice caps melt, we need that to melt to get around anyway. Otherwise we can't get ships into there. It's kind of weird. Anyway, will you be our friend? No. Well, I hope you change your mind soon. China's in the golden age. Yes, this is what we want. Reform the coinage. And we have modern and atomic naval air units. I'll take that. And that wheat is nice and all, but I think this is going to matter more, so we'll go with that. Yeah, but we lost that pretty crazy gold, some of that crazy gold income. More coal up there. We have by far the largest army right now, which makes sense.
Chemistry is the dirty part of physics.
Now we can make a mountain tunnel. So what happened to... Oh, it's a democracy. It's democracy is the arsenal of democracy thing. Probably makes... it doesn't even make obsolete the Weisselbacon. Does anything make Weisselbacon obsolete? Isn't that what it's called? Like Weisselbacon? Whistlebankin. That apparently never goes obsolete now. Interesting. Put that there, but let's get this other stuff done first. this all revved up. We're gonna need to get some, apparently I'm now producing as much as, like, I'm the largest producer, aren't I? Yes. Even though I have, like, one industrial zone, I guess it's my military units that are doing it. We all know about climate change phase 1, which happened in the year 1545. Let's grab this quickly, because I want to be able to start reforesting things. Is there like carbon capture possibility things?
The effect of the mass media.
Nuclear power plant. Submerged tiles, however, are never recoverable. That seems something we probably want to get sooner rather than later. That seems like might be a good thing to prioritize then, yeah? So, it's great that you're working on that, but let's go ahead and do something else. +4 faith, that's +4 culture, that's good. Well, I could also just put it down there, couldn't I? It'd be even better. Though, then if somebody steals a great work from it, so we'll go with this. That way they can't steal great works as easily. Loses 2 gold, which is unfortunate, but right now what we need to make some privateers. Privateer costs 1,000. So I would normally go up to oh, we can switch some things around here, can't we? So we have rationalism up. Colonial taxes we can pop up. See what colonial taxes does. It only went up to 324. I'm not even sure how that's possible. I guess these just are really low amounts of money in all of them. Only it's much better. Okay, you know what? I can make a privateer there and 2 privateers here. That seems like that's a good way to go about it. Privateer would take 25 turns here, so I don't think we're going to do that, eh? Let's get working on the harbor. So right now China's one tech ahead of us. So 1-1 is 3-0.
Rocket science has been mythologized.
Yeah, we can see that did not go up nearly as much as it should have because funds are being siphoned off. I don't really like this, but I guess we'll go for it. I mean, what else are we gonna do, you know? Let me Strauss is the next one. Sure, why not? I don't understand what they're like. Yeah, you know what? Starving ourselves sounds good. Let's do it. Sure. Canada seeking a domination victory. Yeah. We want to make another privateer. So let's delay this for a moment. Let's grab that instead. I did not even realize that loyalty was going down. China's in a golden age, and I'm in a normal
Water and
age.
air.
Okay, so it's called Arzan, right? Okay, Arzan. Once I find out which spy is responsible for this. Science is great and all. Seven turns for that. How much is an armory? Can we just buy an armory? Okay. Just gonna buy an armory. 7 turns later we'll have this. Which is good enough. Well, that had an encampment too. Well, oh well. Shouldn't you have positive at this point? Yeah. 7 envoys available. I don't know, let's get some faith, I guess. Okay. Privateers coming around in 2 turns. Canadian Empire.
Economics is a subject.
Still tech boost, I don't care as much about. Still don't like the fact that you're spying on me. Shit. No, I did not. I did not want to do that. I need 3 individual ones. God damn it. Did not mean to combine those so quickly. I mean, I'm gonna want to combine them eventually, but not then.
New frontiers of discovery.
If you have an
expand
army
their
of something, it should
understanding
really count as 3 of the
tiny
damn
atom
thing.
to the majesty of outer space. Mysteries long tolerated are closer than ever to revealing their deepest secrets beyond what we can easily see. You will choose how to use this knowledge and push back the greatest darkness we have yet faced. All people will tremble with fear and respect for you, great warrior Queen Tamiris. For it is from the back of your stallion that you shall look upon and lead the Scythian people. Great epics will be told of the horse warriors that ride forth from
Okay,
the steppe.
new plan. Don't actually combine the privateers
Economics
yet.
is a subject that
Even though, you know, the Sea Dog fleet is just looking me in the face right there. Canadian spy killed. Damn those Canadians, obviously. I thought the Koki amounts were supposed to give food. For every two adjacent districts. Oh, so you'd have to go there for it to be a food. But that's a pretty awful tile anyway, isn't it? You can put districts there, though. Commercial hub there, campus there. A commercial hub there. Yeah, it's still... Could build quick cannons on these 2 things. That would be useful. Alright, we're gonna go with that. See how this turns out. Man, at this point I'd be rolling through, and if I had attacked earlier I could have captured a good chunk of Canada by now, if not all of it.
many of us take
probably.
better care of.
After everything we've been through. I'm gonna research part of computers, I guess. Normally I'm used to having Forbidden City or Big Ben as well, which allows me to have more military slots, so lacking those does make this worse than it would otherwise be, to be fair. Counter spy in the government plaza. Privateer Armada ready to go. Oh, of course, these require other things. Six aluminum per turn is what I can sustain. You really have to manage your strategic resources better in the modern era with the consumption.
Benjamin Franklin may have discovered electricity.
Is there a way to view it by... I want to see what's considered lowland flooding. 2 meters. 1 meter. I don't know about some of these. Next sea level change expected in 2 turns. And I'm responsible for about half of it. Man. Is I gonna put something there in particular? I don't even know at this point. If I put something here, I'll get 5, right? That's pretty good. And I'll get that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Get more culture. Oh no, she's losing her she's gonna rebel there. She's in her dark age, isn't she? Yeah. Sure, you can have my resources for money of yours. And with the all the trade routes we have going on, we should be okay. I feel like we should have the campus up for things like the libraries, you know? Where can I put a neighborhood that's decent here? It's -1. The mine, of course, is the one that's +5, ironically. So if I clear those rainforests and forest them, guess that works. We're gonna double protect our capital here. They actually have like field cannon armies and stuff
Therefore
here.
will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof.
Okay. Alliance level with Poundmaker has increased. Oh, we never... What kind of alliance can I have with you? Research or military? So sure, let's go for research. Fine. What is... Why doesn't it show, it's like they get a free promotion or something, I think. You know what, fine, I don't like this, but I'll take it for the moment. Even if I have a much bigger military than you, I don't understand why I'm paying you. Computers should be shifted to something else. Like, I don't think we're probably going to make any biplanes. We're not going to build oil plants. Well, one thing we do need, though, is we do need to put down a spaceport. Up there seems like it works. I think we're still working on our artillery though, right? So we'll let that finish. Then we're 2 turns from getting our fascism bonus. This is almost as much food as our capital. Wait, how did she claim... How's that coastal lowland? I don't even know it was there. That was apparently coastal lowland over there. So was this. Next sea level changes what? basically 4 turns. Let's hope that doesn't make too big. Let's hope that doesn't, like, create a huge problem. Get an archaeological museum up. Cannot repair location flooded. Repair the university. We want to protect commercial hub and that, so let's just put it in the city center.
Slowly, ideas lead.
Okay, so we should really get spaceport working. We also are going to need let's see if this makes a difference. So 366 versus... Okay, that's better. Also gives a significant production bonus. We got our promotion. Boom. Though if we're going for a science victory, we really want to put the next promotions towards Pingal and put him there, since it looks like that's what we're doing at this point. We can't repair it because it's flooded. Makes sense. 5 turns until we unlock that, which will then boost computers.
The chief incalculable in...
We found some uranium. Both over with no uranium on our side at all. That doesn't make much sense to me, I'm sorry. When I say sorry, I'm not really actually very sorry, I'm just more annoyed. And now I need an archaeologist there to remove that. Oh, there's some uranium up there. Artillery army, you can just chill. Did I pick up conservation? I did, but I didn't. I really should have just gone for totalitarianism first. I'm not actually making the workers to put up forests. .442 science. Not actually much ahead of China at this point. Capitalist 20. China's democracy. A lot of diplomatic points, so let's just go with 10 votes for now. Canada. Oh, Eleanor went up to 8, but I got it with those two right there. World's Fair has been passed.
Untutored courage. Only the mob and the elite can be attracted by.
Okay, good, great people per points per turn, okay. Yeah, democracy gives it for both cities. Well, let's go with that. Resource management's gonna matter more. Let's get some public works going. Computers is now available. So let's grab that. Finish off synthetic materials. Go for satellites. And over here, what do we want to do? We want to go for this first of all. Let's go with this for now. Then let's see what we can do next turn.
You have proved a reliable partner in resolving international conflict. Canada commends you.
Why, thank you, sir. Not even I'm sure how I got that, but sure.
To err is
You realize that you're screwing up my goddamn trade routes when you don't do this, right? Like, it's messing up my trade routes. You want to provoke war with me. This is the best way to freaking do it. All my units are back to from your borders. They're all within 2 borders of my cities or my other cities, okay? So you want me to freaking attack you. So that's a 2 aluminum per turn. That's 2 aluminum per turn. Should be going up from resource management. Guess I just need more aluminum. Alright, so first of all, let's get flood barrier. Can I buy it? No. Even though it's a building, it can't be bought. That's annoying. Okay, let's get a flood barrier going. And I'm going to buy a trader. And let's get a flood barrier going here. I'm going to buy a trader. And we're going to need a flood barrier here as well, but we can wait until after that finishes. Let's get the shipyard done first. That's not supposed to go there. That's supposed to be a commercial hub. Whatever, I can still put it there. Alright, get that going. Flood barrier we'll make after this as well. There is no flood barrier to worry about here, apparently. Okay. Flood barrier going. Get a flood barrier going. No flood barrier even needed here. Do not want that to get swamped. We have some time on that. That's not as much of a concern, is it? But you know what? We're still gonna kick this up here. Get these flood barriers going. You don't have one to worry about. You don't have one to worry about. You don't have one to worry about. Okay. And we still have our other continent, don't we? What about you, sir? 64 turns for flood barrier. That's unfortunate. We'll let you finish that. Flood barrier is going to be important here, but we can't get any more traders. So we're just going to have to do this kind of the hard way. But let's get some builders up. That whole area is vulnerable. That's a long term to freaking get this done, man. This isn't so good. Let's get builders up. We need to kick this up. won't even let me build a flood barrier here. Okay. What is venture politics? Build a uranium mine. My goal is to be in fascism and win the game as a science victory. I know that's not ideal for the victory type, that's the point. Max sea level change in 6 turns. Let's see what the flood barrier can do, I guess. Man, this is happening really freaking fast at this point, and apparently a large part of it is me. I haven't even built any oil or coal power plants. That's the thing I don't get. I mean, in fact, I specifically avoided doing that. I want the gold, but we really need to get this done, don't we? I'm not going to build any military units there for a little bit, so I'm going to put Magnus here so he get the extra stuff from it. Roko, go. Like, what are you supposed to do with these flood barriers? I kind of don't get it. They're so expensive. Like, even my capital with 80 production is taking 10 turns to do it.
There's so much plastic in this.
Be nicer to freaking if it would actually, you know, tell you, hey, this is what you're doing to cause. Can I buy an archaeologist? Yes. Be nicer if it was better about telling you what you were doing that actually caused it. Also damage these tiles. Can I build a dam there? I'm trying to build the dam up there. Damn. Definitely kind of feels like I'm playing whack-a-mole here. Let's crank out some more builders. I mean, given how long this flooding has taken, how fast the sea levels are rising, it's not going to be like 1700. Everything's going to be like flooded. Oh, I didn't go back into an alliance with him, did I? That's bad. I have 2 out of 10, 2 of the diplomatic points. There's that, I guess. I need to get the flood barrier down ASAP. I mean, I guess the idea maybe is saying, hey, at this you know, if you're playing Domination Victory and have a bunch of small cities around the globe, especially on the coast, that, you know, you just deal with whatever the losses are. Renew mission, thank you. That's a major improvement. I'm hoping it says 4 turns and oh, it's flooded, but it's not submerged.
Sure, jets are fast.
Sure, we'll take her, even though it's really modern information error that would only be relevant at this point. Thank you. I'm like, if I'm not in first place here, I'm going to be pissed. Let's reforest the land. We do want to, something like this is all in danger. Yeah, let's speed this up a bit, shall we? Come on over. So I have 465 science. I'm basically neck and neck with China right now. Get the flood barrier going. Just sending everything around. We want production, so speed that up. I guess it's like 100, 200, 300, 400. How much is this, like 800 or something? Yeah, 800. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the base 100 maybe? I guess I can see that. I don't understand how that's so productive, but... Yes, our navies are indeed mighty. Are pledged to move their troops on their border. How is it? They're all next to Brussels.
Sports do not...
Well, how far back do I freaking have to be? Does this make you happy? And now we need to get a stadium up. And now we're gonna rush by. So that we can start Stadio de Americana. Yeah, go for it. 23 turns. Is there a flood barrier you need to do? No. What does ski resort do? An amenity cannot be worked or removed. Okay. Next sea level change in a turn. This lowland, so that means we'll go to coastal lowland 1 meter will all be submerged. If that's correct, then like, so that's flooded, so that'll be gone. So basically, if you're not one of the people that's first here to get it, then your stuff, I mean, I guess that's quote-unquote realistic. If you're not on the more the cutting edge of technology, your own stuff can get wiped out. That's flooded. We're working on this. What can we do to speed things up? We have 35 food right now, so we really don't need this. I assume you're working that. So here, let's get some production up over here. Yeah, I should be winning by a considerable margin.
The satellite has no...
So that is completely submerged. Is that the only thing that's truly affected me? We better hurry before some of this other stuff happens. 7 turns until the next one. Man, shit is happening fast. I'm planting forests as fast as I can, Captain. 1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are 2 meters. I don't think I have 52 turns to do this. And military engineers can't help with this. Like, how can I... the question is, how can I speed this up? Apparently, if I get another market, I could try to have more from this, but man. I really need production. We're down to 38 turns till completion. That's improvement. If you want to call it that. So Barbarian's Poundmaker needed an ancient artifact from not one of those two. Do you guys have any artifacts? No. Portrait, sculpture. Religious, you don't have any extracted artifacts. You don't have any extracted artifacts. There's no way in hell you do. This would be so much easier if I just went and conquered the freaking world. Research the nuclear fission technology. Okay. I'm on that. Down to 34 turns. We could buy a shipyard, plus 10 production. That helped. All right. But you have... Now this has enough food. What it needs is production. There's actually no reason for you to have that, so... I really can't use it. There's no flood barriers we need here, right? So let's just get a lighthouse up, I guess. It's like a race against time here, literally. Because this level 8 is when at 2 meters is a problem. Oh wow, we're going to the atomic era in 10 turns. It's going to be a dark... Oh, this is definitely going to be a Dark Age. Crap. Be really Dark Age. Like, and even if this won't... And if this rebels... Yeah, if this rebels... Oh, ouchie. Did I finish a flood barrier here? Do I need... I want to put a commercial hub there. I need a neighborhood at one of these places. We can do it up there, that's fine. Get a granary up. Trying to decide whether I need to bring back over. I don't think there's anything I can really do here. I could build a lot of things here. Question is, what do I care about? Like, the answer to some degree is not that much. We need to get the blood barrier done first for sure. Normally I'm used to, if I get the reform the coinage, maybe it's in part because I'm normally have like 40 trade routes at this point, but I am way short of this Dark Era age. This might be very awkward. What does nuclear fission cost? You know what, let's go for it.
If you go on with this nuclear...
There you go. I'm reforesting it as fast as I can. Send out the builders. This is gonna suck. We are going to be so dark-aged here. I'm not even sure what to do about it. Canada.
It is obvious that whilst...
We'll see how I feel. I'm very tempted to wipe them off the map. Oh, that's good. So is that. I think this is better. Research some nanotechnology here. We got a flood. And we can repair this now because of the flood barrier. Let's do it. Some wind farms up here. Get 4 envoys. I don't know what to do with them. I don't need Jerusalem's bonus. Granada's bonus is not bad, but I don't think I really need it. Swap all these tiles over. We need to reforest all of these. Look at all our solar power. Yeah, and then I immediately just destroyed it. Whoops. What are I guess I spent my money on buying a few things, yeah. But where did all my money go? Civil Rise in 4 turns. Clearly we still need more builders. Have me make more builders. This is gonna hurt. This is really gonna suck going into this Dark Age. Man, I'm not used to that. Did we finish the flood barrier? We finished the flood barrier. Let's bring back the markets. Let's finish the dam. I need to get a new mission. We need to send you over there. Other than that, things look pretty good here, it seems. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, that's gone completely. That's lost. And it still has a cost of 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4. It should only be like 4. So what if I swap it? What if I swap to something else? It shouldn't be 1,000 anymore. It should be a lot less because we lost that. It should only be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 now. That's kind of bullshit. Where did we just start the market? We just started a market there. Okay, we're just going to buy the market. Because that allows us to buy a trader there next turn. Requires 2 oil to upgrade. There's not really a need to upgrade right now. Speed this up. Down to 22, that should be more than enough to prevent us from phase 6. But I'm pissed that we lost that. No more antiquity site. Like, you really need well-developed cities in order to not lose this stuff. No, I'm not trading over the art of war. I thought we went over this many times. We have another trade route available. Not quite sure why I can't buy that. Gotta speed things up. The seas are coming. Can't build a forest there, can plant a forest here. Production. Crank it up. As much as I'd like to have... I can't get too delayed from the end goal here. Oh man. Well, it sucks to have that tile gone. On the flip side, I can now get through. So there's that, I guess. Get that flood barrier done. No, sorry. Rock band.
If technology is the engine of change, from Stettin in the Bolt...
Alright, to boost through spy. Cybernetics boosts the giant death robot. So we have like 14 turns or something to finish these projects before everything is permanently ruined. Sure, we'll go for cosmetics. Why not? People need something to entertain them in these dark times, obviously. So that's now flooded. The question is, what can I do to increase my production here? We can come down here, I guess. I don't think I'm going to make it in some of these. Thought I repaired. I didn't apparently repair them. Okay. Desert. What can I place here? Ski resort? No. What does a geothermal plant require? I don't see that here. Oh, you have to put it right on a geothermal fissure, I guess. So Kurgan would give me 1 production, 2 food, 2 production, 3 gold. Why would it give me that? I think that's lying to me, but let's find out. Like, I think this is still going to have 1 production afterwards. Yeah, that's counting the Petra bonuses. It's lying. How long are these alliances active at this point? 17 turns, 5 turns. Is there not a renew alliance option anymore? That's annoying. I'm in first place. Fantastic. Oh, and not fantastic 4 turns. Did they change it to where... No, they fixed the bug where you couldn't plant alongside a lake. How about that? Used to be you could not plant a forest alongside of a lake. Why? Who knows? I don't even remember what was over there. But it's apparently completely gone.
I ought to be jealous of the tower.
Oh hey, the Eiffel Tower finished. Still like 20 points short, but hey, Eiffel Tower finished. 19 points short. I'm sure this is going to wind up being what we want. I feel like I should at least repair the... We'll alternate repairings here, I guess. We still need more governor titles, don't we? Need more. How do we get more? These give some. Yeah, we need 2 more for Pinyala. So that's something we actually need to get both of these. Let's start with that, and we'll figure this out as we go. Like, I'm just really stressing myself over some of this, and some of it I just can't even do anything about. So maybe I should stress myself less. If it comes to war with Canada, we can attack stuff all along these lines. I don't know, I'm usually always fighting these wars. I'm honestly trying. I'm trying to not go and conquer the world again here. I'm trying to play with the new systems and everything. Like, I still don't understand how we even have not expanded to that. That seems ridiculous. So we could build towards the university. Well, let's just buy a university. basically everything. I'd like to build a solar farm, but I need money because I can't manually. What to do, what to do, what to do. Like a lot of this power stuff just seems mostly irrelevant, just you don't need it. Alright, time to go into a dark age here. Everyone ready for the dark ages? At least he's sympathetic. Future era.
If there is any work in the afterlife, you must do it. Behold me whenever you are called. Be watchful at any moment to work there. Plough my fields. Carry water and sand to the east and west. Behold me whenever you are called.
Well, that's a new technology. Eleanor's in. Oh, yeah. Remember when I was like, what if it's losing loyalty? We're losing loyalty. No, the question is, how do I... Well, he's in loyalty in several places, apparently. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy that. And buy that. Because we need to get our growth up quick-like. Or we're going to have significant problems here. It's losing about 2 loyalty per turn, right? And then this is... China's in a normal era, I'm in a dark era. So how much are you losing per turn here? -5 per turn. Because of Xi'an, basically, like, they're not pressuring back enough. So the question is, what do I do about it? If I lose this place, it just flips, right? This will have free cities, though. So I'm going to send this around. Rebellion in like 100 turns. Nice. Yeah, that's with her established there. I feel like I want to have you here, but having you in Hammy is going to matter more. And then you're losing loyalty. If everyone was a little bit happier, we'd be okay. These are all awful. This is like 6 era score. This is probably like basically barely anything. This is awful. Unless I go to war, this is all awful. If this is what I get for being nice, I'm going to be kind of pissed. I mean, that's not going to rebuild for a very long time. Let's just go ahead and move this to Pakroba. You're going to go to there. I'm gonna probably just have to be ready to capture this. I'm honestly feeling kind of pissed because it feels like I'm trying to play the game peacefully and quote-unquote nicely, properly, whatever, and I'm being punished for it. Battleship Armada. Get on over here. Oh, it's a battleship fleet. And then I had multiple great admirals, right? You had modern and atomic. So we're going to move you over to there in preparation. I mean, I guess this growing would help. I don't really know how much I care about it growing in some of these ways. Probably could have just done this. Did I have an entertainment complex up here? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that said, in 12 turns, this will give me a bunch of amenities, which will help. But this is just going to flip over in 53 turns right now. Which is more than a tad annoying. That's flooded, so I can't do anything there. I literally never hit the stage of the game before, so, you know, I mean, it's first gathering story game, so I apologize if I'm waiting a while here, but this is all new to me. Can make more trade routes than before. Fantastic. Meanwhile, for reasons unknown, we still never expanded to these, which would be really good tiles, if we did. Is that nuclear submarines? Yeah, China's nuclear submarines roaming around. Turns is too long right now. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Not giving you an artifact. So he does not have nanotechnology. I do. Hope I didn't just lose units to that. Nine turns left, 6 turns to the last one. So that all just flooded. The flood barrier is completely pointless. Welp, okay. I'm not gonna make that either, so I just have to accept it. I'm not gonna make that either. I'm not gonna make that either. Like, the freaking projects take too freaking long. I've diverted how many things to this? This is 50 production. That's a damn good city. And I mean, jack shit. This is stupid. That's not gonna be enough. That's gonna be... None of these are gonna finish. None of them are gonna finish. I've been working on them for how many freaking turns? None of them are gonna freaking finish. Pisses me off. I don't get it. Like, is this what's supposed? Is this just because it's Deity? Is this what's supposed to happen? I don't know. Like, clearly, I'm apparently one of the biggest offenders, and I haven't even. I've avoided building power plants. I haven't built a single oil or coal power plant. I had military units, yes, I guess, yes. If I didn't want to... Arrgh. And the way that the game is telling me is the way to do this properly is to rush everyone else before they ever have the chance to do this shit to the planet. And then, because I'm so far ahead, Either win the game or get to computers much faster, start the flood barriers much faster, or something. I don't understand, like, I mean, look how many freaking units these suckers have, and there's, I guess I have a decent chunk of units there, but still. AI loves to flood the field with tons of freaking units. And you're messing up my diplomatic thing. This is really making me regret doing this peaceful route. Really should have just kept conquering everybody. I don't understand. I guess it's my battleships? I mean... Who knew? 1, 2, 3, 4... half a dozen... It's literally half a dozen of battleships, effectively. Literally half a dozen. Like, I don't know what do you expect me to do? If I don't have, like, something like that, I don't have a navy. And yet somehow that's putting me... I mean, do I make less if I upgrade it? I don't even know. I have to reconquer my own damn city. They still haven't fixed this bug where they won't renew the alliance. This is really aggravating me. 2 population lost. Oh, that's wonderful. Nice. Just fantastic. Look, I deliberately, like, I have not even made a single, like, heavy CO2 into the atmosphere type thing. I deliberately tried to limit the warmings by not making a single power plant, and this is what happens. I don't get it. Heavy CO2, minor CO2. I mean, whatever. Let's see what happens. Why not? And what else? Other things that it doesn't freaking matter. I've been too busy trying to resist the floods. So that's going to rebel in 16 turns. -1 amenities ain't helping on that. And even trying to start these projects like well in advance, sea levels are still rising so freaking fast. And if I hadn't done this, if it was just me, they'd be rising more slowly, I guess, right? If I'd wiped everyone else out. Maybe I just need to not have a navy. China has a lot of solar farms. I mean, I know I'm sabotaging myself in some degrees, but I still didn't expect this. I don't know. Just gave up on the flood barrier, right? Because its next change is in 4 turns, and I couldn't have finished it in time, so... So we're just giving it up for lost. I mean, I'm doing that, but it's not going to do any good. This isn't going to do any good either. Let's just get that. I'm not using the stuff, the urban planning anyway now. Let's get ready to conquer our own city back, because nothing says fun like I'm playing in a way that should be reasonable. And of course, it's going to be even worse this time. Why is it going to be worse? Because I don't have the +1. Yeah, that must have been a rock band.
It ascends from the earth to the heaven, and it again descends to the earth, and receives the force of things superior and inferior. The day we stop exploring is the day we commit ourselves to live in a stagnant world, devoid of curiosity, empty of dreams.
I didn't even realize Neil deGrasse Tyson had a quote in here. He's awesome. Because I normally don't research this, but... So, we're in... We don't really need that right now. We're like maxed out on everything anyway. This seems like this might be more useful right now. We don't really need as much science now. We need production more than anything else. We'll need e-commerce eventually. But I'm going to go with this for the moment. Basically, we have enough science at this point, I think, that we don't need more. Basically tied with China on science. I mean, I guess we want to go for these last 2. To go for these next, I guess. That helped considerably, but it's still, like, wavering, which is not helping it. The bright side, if you want to call it that, is that, 6 turns, that should help a lot.
Never mind the maneuvers.
But man, when our times come, when the next era arrives in like 30 turns, what if we're gonna hit another Dark Age? We're gonna be like in a permanent Dark Age at this point, I'm pretty sure. $123 production. I don't know, if is their goal just to make me feel the futility here? The fact that they give the flood barriers, but then the flood barriers, it's like not possible to finish this. Stole this tech boost to smart materials, wonderful. Well, we just lost our commercial hub, didn't we? That was there. Flood barrier is irrelevant now. This flood barrier is irrelevant now. This flood barrier is irrelevant now. These are all irrelevant now. Also, I can no longer put the commercial up there, so that actually does suck. This is irrelevant now. This is irrelevant now. This is irrelevant now. The Panama Canal got flooded. And now the answer seems to be, by the way, who cares about pollution? Right? I mean, it's as bad as it can be now, as far as I can tell. We're in 9 out of 9, right? So, might as well pollute like crazy now. Why not? Can't get any worse. Is that the lesson to be drawn here? That's what it feels like. And by trying to avoid making those power plants earlier, I got nothing out of it. Maybe there's a real-life moral lesson there, right? I guess, you know, like... But again, according to this, I'm one of the highest polluters. Because I have some battleships. I don't even know why these have 2 faith each. Maybe the Mikashi Temple or something, I don't know. Let's just go on to win this damn game. I don't even know who has Weapon of Mass Destruction. What doesn't even matter at this point? Sure, let's see it. Give myself 10 votes. Man, I don't even care. I don't even know who has Weapons of Mass Destruction. But this is stupid. Like, why is it like why is there not an option to say shove the World Congress? I'm going on my own, right? Like, how is it that if I'm the biggest nation on the globe, if I control 3/4 of the world, and I've left, you know, like 4 other civs, 2 cities each, they can be like, yeah, you're gonna lose all your weapons of mass destruction. How does that work? Seriously, how does that work? Was set equal to Canada. No coal allowed. I mean, oh, no coal allowed. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter anymore because we're already at the maximum phase for climate control. Barely won on that. I win. 100 great person points. Diplomatic favor. And we're already using like every tile here. Getting more population doesn't actually really help at this point. I could have skipped one of these neighborhoods. Well, I would have lost 6, so I'd be at my population cap right now, but I'd have an extra few production, I guess. It doesn't really matter, does it? I guess future ones can go in the encampment for production. Let's just get this done. I feel like I'm just so done with this. It's been one game of Gathering Storm, and I feel like I'm just so done with this. Let's get this going. Everything basically just goes to my capital at this point. Train athletes, go for it. So far I have 2 points. We're gonna train all the athletes. Rebellion on 118 turns. That's better than nothing, I guess. I'd say I'd rather there be no rebellion at all, but... I just don't get it. Like, if it's turn 250 and all of the climate changes happened, and it's only like I know 17. We shouldn't look too much at the year, but if it's turn 250 and every single one of the climate changes happened, then what's the point of not building power plants like I avoided doing? I mean, yeah, I built some military units too, but there wasn't any point in not building power plants. So I'm just gotta start churning out this stuff. The fact that I'm gonna
If the enemy know...
If the enemy knows what? Predictive systems. I feel bad now about skipping that. If the enemy knows where he will be attacked, he must prepare in every quarter, and so in everywhere be weak, yeah. Sun Tzu said that, and he knows a little bit more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it, and then perfected it. And the Ring of Honor. Perfected so no living man could beat him in the Ring of Honor. Bonus points if you know what that's from. It's not really what I wanted, because now China and Canada are both like... they still kept the bug where it goes down to half cost after the first one. Or if that's not a bug, it really should be. So I think I'm going to fail this massively because I don't have many aquatic centers or entertainment stadiums. And I think like Laurier there has a metric ton of them. Alright, Leaky, you need to come up there. So I think I can probably get second place. Top 25% of the scores. I don't know even, actually. It's a nice improvement. Why is it still on the flood barrier? That's completely useless. Train some athletes.
Down through its history, only 3.
Well, there we go. That helps. In fact, we are now gaining loyalty. So this lost 2 tiles over there. So I guess you get each stadium and aquatic center you have gives you like +1 or something, I'm guessing. So if I finish that water park, that should help, right? And if I build like the stadium, what's a stadium going to cost? Like nearly 3,000. That's going to take 2 extra amenities while powered. That's a lot of amenities while powered.
NASA spent millions of dollars inventing...
We captured English and we captured Canada, so even though we're allies, they're still stealing, trying to steal our money and get our... I'm just going into space this time, but yeah, I'm just wiping everyone else out next time. Like their allies still don't just spy on you to keep tabs. They still continuously steal your stuff. Fine, then die. I'm not gonna bother at this point, or I'm gonna win this game properly, or however you want to phrase it. Going forward, logistics are kind of irrelevant right now because we're not generally moving much. We don't really need... I don't think we need liberalism as much right now. Screw you. Stealing our money like 4 or 5 times in a row. Oh, wonderful.
Will no entreaties cause thee to turn a favourable eye upon thy creature, who implores thy goodness and compassion?
Mary Shelley. Bonus points if you know what that's referring to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Frankenstein. It hit 22, 12. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna... I don't think I'm gonna even get in the top 25% here because I didn't build buildings that I don't need to be building. I have the Estadio de Americana. That should count for something, right? Like, all of my cities are positive. You would hope that would count for something, but apparently it counts for nothing. No. No. Literally the only reason I'm not conquering all of you at this point is I want to just prove you can win a science victory with fascism here. What's losing loyalty? Turns. Seems like we got some time there, huh? We have another stadium now. Oh. Maybe those training athletes projects are really worth a lot. I take back what I said. If I'm doing nothing but training athletes here, apparently that may work out very well. Yeah, I'll take all those other bonuses just for It is cool that they managed to successfully transition it from top ground to flooded to water and then swap that to that. Broke a pledge to move troops from their border. Occupy a city belonging to their friend or ally. I guess I should have just wiped out the Kree and that would have made it easier on me. Poor Panama Canal getting flooded. And I basically have been like all of my cities churn out the producing athletes thing. Golden Gate Bridge, University of Sakharin. He's producing a giant death robot. I assume the animation here is the same. Yeah. Giant death robot is being worked on. Giant death robot is being worked on. Launch Mars colony. 14 turns till complete. Well, we gotta speed things up a bit, don't we? Like, really what I'd want to go for, I guess, at this point, right? Is I'd want something like this, plus 30 production towards all city products. Oh no, I can go here. That gives me a governor title. I just need 2 more governor titles, what I really want. And I went like Carl Sagan, assuming he's even a thing. At this point, he might not be. Let's train up the athletes. Oh yeah, 511. I think I'll be good here. Why am I citizen of all but one city-state? Because I can be. Only Valletta is not under my thumb. I could probably cool it on the training athletes project, just if there's anything else useful that I can do. Let's get some builders out there. Why is the dam, like, not being built? It's probably because of the archaeological thing there. Is that how? Even though I placed the district down, it won't build it? Fine, Canada.
The incomplete becomes complete. The crooked becomes straight. The empty becomes full. The worn out becomes new.
Off-world mission. Well, let's see what kind of difference this makes. This sounds like we might need to get some power set up over here. I can't get another trader here. Flooded again. We deal with it. I'm just going crazy on this for a little bit.
It has been said that arguing against globalization is like arguing against the laws of gravity.
And with that, e-commerce can replace public colonial taxes, yeah. So this will lose me some money. Oh, no, it'll gain me some money. More importantly, this city now has 169 production, which is about to go up again. 2 power available. This is going to require 5 power. I can create an offshore wind farm, can't I? Okay, let's make an offshore wind farm. I don't know, do I build one of these? Reactor H0. It's a good tile. Alright, so you're doing the launching and landing. There's like multiple giant death robots there. 9 turns on launch Mars colony. Why am I doing cultural heritage? Oh, you have to do that to get up to near future governments. That's why. What are the odds that one of you extracted something from the ancient era? Not good. Not good. Nope. Definitely nope. We have the best athletes in the world here. Don't mess with us. We need 8 more turns till we really speed things up yet again. I mean, I don't think we even really need to do this, but whatever. Let's try it. I don't know, let's make an arrow down. Why not? Plating doesn't make anything any worse at this point. I feel like this is the wrong message to send. Okay, so the year 9 turns out in the Mars colony. King Sheen just declared war on the tree. So...
After 11 days' passage in this violent flight, I perceived we began to approach another Earth, if I may so call it, being the globe, or very body of that star, which we call the Moon.
Realistically, I should have seen this coming. So the question is, what can I do about it? So for the moment, I'm going to try to be very cheeky and literally block him from his path. If I can manage to do that. We'll need at least one more unit to do so. So I think it's time to literally call in the cavalry to try to help. Get going. I don't think you're going to possibly do it, man, but... Oh man, 5% Port City project each time it's completed. That's actually really good. Oh, military tactics is now required. I kind of want to go for future tech. I kind of just want to unlock everything else, though. Let's build a seastead first, I guess. We'll do all of this. That works. So we actually do have reason to get a lot more science rather than more gold, which we'll go back to in a moment then. There's a lot of mountain tunnels over here.
A people without the knowledge.
Okay, I'm not so concerned about money, so let's get rid of that. Economic union I care less about as well. What I care about is anything that is nuclear programs, robber barons, elite forces. Oh, those were changed. These used to be like they can't heal or something, or maybe that's the old thing. Trying to see if there's anything useful here. Oh, rationalism, that's what we were looking at. Rationalism, and we'll go for 5-year plan. It should be pretty significant. I have more envoys, but I would need like 30 to overcome it, so I don't think that's something that's going to happen in the near future, you know? This is like bouncing on the razor's edge, I bet. Rising by 8. Okay. One turn on the moon landing. No. China switched to digital democracy is what it said, right?
I shall return again to the light of the sun, to prepare a home for thy descendants.
Okay. China has some tourists, but it's still a ways away. China 6 turns from launching the Mars colony. Meanwhile, I, doing this properly, will launch a Mars colony in 10 turns. Not really the answer I was hoping for. How much power does that cost? 3 power? Do I want to do anything? Yeah, we're like 10 times the next highest. I think we'll be okay. So let's do some campus research grants. Eureka moment for everything in the information era seems pretty decent. You know what? Let's do an experiment. If I do this. Yeah, that's fine. You never finished your campus, did you? You Finish that. You can do a Ferris wheel, followed by an aquarium, followed by an aquatic center next turn. Just make campus grants. Alright, I need something to go over there. I need a new harbor, or did I not have... I don't even know if I lost the harbor, never had it. Don't even know. Well, that whole feeling of, you know, trying not to, have everything messed up is gone. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed right now, because everything that was going to happen that was bad has happened, so, you know. Don't know if that's really progress, but... I have my cavalry unit, which is making its way over, right? Let's send another cavalry army over here. It'll take some time. Like, I think he's just so dead. Though, maybe... But even once the alliance ends... I think that's just doomed, but maybe I can protect the other one. I need to protect 4 sea tiles. I have the units to do that. Maybe I can protect his other city, though he probably will just get overwhelmed and lose it just due to concentration. Everything to the capital. Hagia Sophia has finished.
I must go down to the sea. Justice is the bond of men in states. For the administration of justice, which is the determination of what is just, is the principle of order in political society.
I like how we're quoting Aristotle back then. Okay. Oh, so he did the super jump thing. That's how the giant death robot got there. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to save that because I'm not going to be able to. Oh no, I need something else on the land here. Smart Power Doctrine. Plus 7 combat strength for units in friendly territory, plus 4 diplomatic favor per turn. This one movement start an emissary, plus 50% for giant death robots. Spies can choose from any possible promotion. I guess we need both of these, don't we, to go to the next one. Rock Band's good. I'm sure Spies from any possible promotion is nice. Integrated attack logistics is interesting. Plus 7 for in friendly territory is really good against defending, I guess. Oh, and more importantly, we have that now. So we're going to be 1 turn behind on launching that. Also, why would our growth be stopped? Yeah, our growth shouldn't be stopped. Oh, hopefully it's just a bug. They still walk on it, though. That's kind of funny. I doubt that's supposed to happen. I'm making all the wind farms here. Is there anything else useful that we can buy for this? Doesn't really seem to be right now. And we should be getting like 250 production per turn towards stuff. Or so. Triggers all boosts for information error. China's at 6, or equal Texas China, and China's at 615 science per turn. China has a lot of cities and is doing very well. And it's making more of the giant death robots.
If the enemy know not where he will be attacked, he must prepare in every quarter, and so be everywhere weak.
Didn't we already see that? Thought that was another quote from something else. Exodus imperative. Cities with a spaceport gain. Interesting. So you're going to chill there. You're going to chill there. You're going to chill there. Then next turn we drop over to there. Do seasets can only build on coast, lake, or ocean terrain? Do I... Okay, so it is considered power. I'm like, do I need to like decide to turn it on or off or something, or what? Do more campus because we're still way ahead on that. Great people. Yeah, we're making a lot per turn. Was this going to have a harbor someplace? I don't even remember at this point.
I would say invisibility would be sort of a...
I just don't think that's very good. Then over here, it looks like we were a turn late, so this is probably the end for our friends. But helicopters should be able to take this down, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. You shall be remembered. On the flip side, we're getting even better results over here, and we have a ton of power, 12 power. Yeah, it's not a bad city. Everything just needs to come back. I mean, like, it's just like the whole point of this and saying, hey, check it out, we can make these more efficient and, you know, reasonable power sources is just irrelevant as by the time you get to them, sea levels are at their maximum rise. So they just need to have slower sea level rising at a minimum. Well, the Chinese helicopter's just chilling there. If we can get it to move, he might have a chance. Solar farm, that'll work. Well, if we can get that helicopter to move, then things will go better. If we can't, then it won't. I mean, it's kind of just that simple right now. What's the reactor age considered? 9. Does it tell you, like, what at what point it, like, becomes... So it really doesn't even tell us, like, what the odds of a problem are. And I'm making all this renewable stuff, and it still doesn't matter. Which seems really weird. Answer seems to be just assume it'll get flooded. Major flood mitigated.
I'm a big laser believer.
Captured Chinese. Basically, the AIs are all scumbags. Oh, hey, we just got word. You know, we are winning the space race. We have, let's see, so we have the most science per turn, the most text researched. We're basically tied in total culture per turn with China. We had the largest military. I've slacked off a little bit, but we're second only to China. And meanwhile, it's like, hey, how about, you have Dark Ages. So we would need like another, in order to gain victory points, we would need to wait like another 60 turns? I don't even know if that's gonna be possible. Not on this difficulty setting. How long has this video been? Okay, let's stop this video here.